Welcome to Promo Insiders, the ASI media podcast that tackles the issues that matter most to the promo industry, from hard-hitting news to fun taste tests like this. I'm Theresa Hegel, executive editor of digital content, and today with me, my partners in crime, I've got Sara Lavenduski and Elieza Bague. And I said your name wrong, didn't I?
Yeah, it's okay though. It's Bague. Yep. Mm-hmm.
As soon as I said it, I knew it was wrong. I was kicking myself. Anyway, today we are going to talk about the most important topic, of course, pumpkin spice, which it's like one of those love it or hate it kind of things. And I think we've talked about it before. We've done these fall flavor things before. And I feel like there was a backlash against pumpkin spice, but now there's a backlash to the backlash. Where people are like, just let people enjoy the things they enjoy. So, what are you guys' thoughts on pumpkin spice?
I love pumpkin spice, so I am on the backlash towards the backlash. Like, just let us enjoy it. You know, it pops up just one time a year. It's something we all look forward to, or those who love it, we look forward to, and we get excited about it. So just let us live. So yeah, I'm for pumpkin spice.
How about you, Sara?
I'm kind of, it depends. Like I don't like pumpkin spice lattes. I like black coffee. I don't like anything in my coffee. I don't like cinnamon, nutmeg in my coffee. It's just not my thing. But like baked goods, I do love pumpkin flavor. I like making like pumpkin smoothies this time of year. So I like the pumpkin flavor. So when it comes to like different baked goods or little treats that have a pumpkin flair, I'm good with that. So it just depends.
Okay. Yeah, I used to like the pumpkin spice latte. Then I didn't like it anymore, and I haven't tried it in a few years. But I know that I think Starbucks, it comes out earlier and earlier every year, because I think it was out in like August maybe.
Yeah, I think Dunkin' beat them this year though. I think Dunkin' came out like the 20th and Starbucks was the 30th or something like that.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
So from the stats that I had found, pumpkin spice sales or pumpkin spice products accounted for more than $230 million in sales last year, which was a 27% increase over 2020. And I'm sure it's just going to continue to grow, because I mean, if you go to the grocery store, all you see is pumpkin spice this time of year, and it's in all kinds of products that you would never think of. So I have a couple of things to try. I guess I'll start, and then we can go around, and we can also talk about ways that pumpkin spice marketing can be used by distributors and suppliers. I think obviously like food gifts would be an obvious one, but I remember a few years ago there was a supplier who made a pumpkin spice. It was like an air freshener for your car, so I think that was pretty cool. And they sort of tied it in with the whole pumpkin spice thing. Oh, you may hate it, but like we have the ability to make that scent in our car freshener. So I actually made myself some Jello.
Oh wow!
Jello.
Ooh.
And I don't. It looks nice. It almost looks like a caramel color. I'm gonna take a little spill and see.
Yeah,
it's good. It just tastes like a creamier kind of pumpkin pie filling.
Oh.
So that's pretty yummy. I like that.
So it's not like a gelatin. It's more like
pudding.
Pie filling?
Pudding.
Yeah, pudding.
Oh,
pudding
pudding,
is pie
sorry.
filling.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. But it's a little creamier than your typical pie filling.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's
okay.
a little. Yeah, it's more pudding consistency.
Oh, okay.
I wonder if you could just dip that in a pie crust.
Oh yeah, I bet that might be
Yeah.
an easy way to,
Like,
an easy different way to do a pie.
Mm-hmm.
Elieza, how about you? What's your first thing?
Okay, so I actually went to Starbucks and grabbed every pumpkin or just fall themed thing. So this is actually their pumpkin scone.
Ooh.
Yum.
Yum.
Smells great. I don't know what this white like thing on top of it is, but I guess it's just like an icing, a general. But I'm gonna break a little piece off.
I love their scones.
Yeah, it's really good.
Nice. What is the icing, like a cream cheese icing or something?
The icing doesn't taste like a cream cheese. I feel like it's just like a general,
like vanilla.
Yeah, if you're throwing on like icing on a gingerbread man, like that kind of thing. Yeah, it doesn't taste. I wish it was cream cheese. That
Mm.
would have been a great ad.
That would have taken it to the next level. I
Yeah,
think.
it really would
Mhm.
have. So I saw this trend last summer or last October or just fall time on TikTok where people were putting these pumpkins, like carving them out and putting them on their head. And it
Mhm.
was the coolest thing. But I always wanted to like jump on the trend, but I'm like, oh, that's so messy. And that takes a lot of time out to carve that and then pop it on your head. So I think it would be really cool if someone started making those, just like, I don't know, plastic ones or whatever, and having that out there because I know a bunch of people would grab those as soon as possible instead
So
of
like pumpkin head mask things.
yeah, they
Mhm.
basically do that. They make it like a jack-o'-lantern, like with the eyes and everything, and it's really cool looking. So I think that would be a really cool thing to see people like using and
Yeah.
just something that like, it's a lot less messier than going out and carving a pumpkin and going through all that work and then throwing it on your head. And then
Yeah.
hey, you can actually make some for dogs because I don't know if you guys ever seen, but people put like watermelon helmets on corgis all the time. So I feel like that would be really fun to tie in like pets as well.
And how did the corgis feel about that? I wonder.
I don't know. I feel like my puppy like probably doesn't care if I would like try to do that just because just from a young age we've always had like his harness on him so you could
Mhm.
put almost anything on him. So, but I don't know. We'll see.
Mhm.
How about you? What do you have, Sarah?
So I happened to see that the Thomas English Muffins company has pumpkin spice English muffins, and
What?
my local place happened to have the pumpkin spice English muffins. So this is what they look like. This is obviously the bottom. I did toast it.
Okay, I was
I'm
gonna
just
say, did you
gonna.
toast it? They only
I
taste good when
did.
they're toasted.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did toast it. So and it smelled really good in the toaster. So. Mm. Yeah, I like that. Mm-hmm.
Is it
Kind of.
sweet
It
or
is.
is okay?
Just a little bit. Just a nice. Mm-hmm. Just a nice like nutmeggy little like not too sweet, which I like. So it's just got that hint of pumpkin spice, but it's not overwhelming.
Did you put any butter on it or anything?
I didn't put any butter because I wanted to just get the full flavor,
Okay.
but it would be good with butter.
Okay.
Yep,
Nice.
it's good. I recommend.
Nice.
Yum.
Do you have any suggestions of things that suppliers and distributors can do to kind of capitalize on the fall season?
Yeah, I mean, I would say, like we mentioned, food gifts are a big one, but keep in mind that you know, pumpkin spice isn't for everybody, but I think you can dress something up with fall. Like if you want to make sure that it's going to be a gift that's appreciated by a large group, but you don't have the capability to poll everybody and make sure that everybody's taste is like everybody loves pumpkin spice. Maybe you can play it safe and just have like, a cinnamon type cake that's kind of like a fall s cake, but have like fall colors with it. So, orange or even like pastels like pinks and greens and whites are considered like fall aesthetic right now. So I would say maybe like you can keep it a little more universal and have a fall aspect to it, but then have like branding and decoration that's very fall oriented. So it's got that fall feel, but you don't have to like risk that somebody be like, oh, I don't do pumpkin spice. Like I'm not a pumpkin spice person because that's not a great brand experience, I guess. So just being aware of, different tastes where possible is a good idea.
Yeah, for sure, because it is kind of a polarizing flavor at this
Yeah.
point. Um,
Yeah.
and you
Totally.
really like, I don't know if there's anybody that can just have a like, oh, I'm okay with it. Like you have to kind of choose sides in this battle. They don't really let you stay neutral.
Yeah.
So here I have another pumpkin spice thing. Um, I have Hostess cupcakes,
Ooh, what?
iced pumpkin cupcakes.
Those look good.
Yeah. I didn't open it yet, but it
Yum.
has that like iconic little like swirl icing
Mm.
on it. So I'm gonna make a little noise as I open this. Now, personally, coming from the Philly area, I am more of a tasty cake gal. I'm not like a big Hostess person, but this is what they had, so this is what we're gonna try. But it looks cute. It's orange flavored or orange colored, not orange flavored. It's got the little orange curly cues. Take a little bite.
Hmm.
Hmm?
Well, I mean, the pumpkin flavor is good, but the icing is like,
It's icing buttercream.
I don't know, but I can't stand it. It's not. It doesn't. It tastes
Oh,
like rubbery or something. It's not
what?
good. I just don't think I like Hostess that much.
Yeah.
But Carrie loves the regular chocolate Hostess cupcakes.
They are good.
Yeah, those ones are really good. I think like there's different ones. There's some that have buttercream and some that don't. I noticed that like when I go out and I grab them. And I'm like against buttercream.
Oh, you're against buttercream?
Yeah, I am not a buttercream person at all. So that's why I asked. But,
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I guess it's supposed to be a buttercream, but it feels like a weird, like rubbery pancake. I don't know. Maybe it looks almost like fondant or something. But
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Mhm.
Yep.
But it's okay. It's okay. It's not the best thing I've tasted. Trying to think if I have other thoughts on how you can kind of capitalize on this season. I think that it's, because it's fall, it's that transition, the leaves are changing. So I think it's a great time, and back to school too. So I think it's a nice time of transition. So it's probably a good time to break out any kind of like new ideas. If you're maybe like, it's a great time to like rebrand or things like that, because it kind of fits in with that season of change.
Mhm.
So that's my thoughts. And now back to Elieza.
Yeah, so I got a cake pop that is owl. It's very
So
cute.
cute.
Yes, and this actually isn't pumpkin. This
Okay.
is just,
We'll allow it.
yeah. It's on fall themed,
What's the flavor as you bite into it? I'll just interrupt you.
It's vanilla.
Okay.
It's
Yeah,
good.
but it's really good.
Good.
And I got this just to kind of like piggyback off of what Sara mentioned, the fall flavors, pumpkin spice not being something that everybody loves.
Yeah.
But Starbucks, made this owl for fall. So you can definitely, use other elements of fall and not do everything pumpkin spice, especially if you're making cookies or that kind of stuff. So I would say, like hopping on the colors. I've also noticed too that pastels are turning into fall colors as well. They've had
Yeah.
like the cute little pastel like Halloween decorations that are coming up. So yeah, I would say, if not everybody likes pumpkin spice, I would jump into just other flavors that people really like and just dress it up to like the fall
Yeah.
season and autumn.
Mhm.
So.
And it's interesting you guys are mentioning that pastels are becoming a fall color. I
Mhm.
think we did a story, maybe Sara, you might have done this like a few years ago, just about how pastels are more than just spring,
Oh
right? Like
yeah, that's right.
kind of,
Yep.
they're becoming like a universal, like year-round kind of color. You can
Yeah,
wear
I've
them in
noticed
winter, spring,
a lot
summer,
of like
fall.
Yep.
pinks, purples, like those like seafoam greens. I've noticed like
Mhm.
Target and Walmart
Mhm.
making like decorations that are much like girlier, but still
Yeah.
very cute. They're Halloween-esque and all of that. So I would say, kind of the same thing just with the flavors, just make it fall themed. And
So you don't have to stick with that like traditional orange and black kind of color scheme.
Yeah, exactly.
You
Right.
can still evoke that feeling of fall, but in a more, modern sort of palette.
Yeah, and I think what's funny too, I saw on the internet the other day, like how a lot of fall decorations have squirrels on them. But someone was like, squirrels are all year around. Like, what is it about fall that we think squirrels and that kind of thing? So I think you could definitely play around with a bunch of other fall elements.
Definitely. And Sara.
Well, you mentioned tasty cakes. So I happen to have, I'm sure you probably know about it. They have their baked pies.
Oh yeah.
Right. And
Love
so they
it.
have like the normal blueberry, lemon, cherry, but this is a seasonal pumpkin pie. I'm going to try to get it out of the little tray. It's going to be a little messy, but ooh, it looks good. It's got the pie filling.
Oh, nice.
Yum.
Nice.
I'm going to try it. Let's see. Oh, I'm going to break it. Okay.
Yeah, some of these are not easy to take one bite for, especially not on camera.
Mhm.
But these are the links we go to entertain.
That's good. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, the filling is really good.
Does it just taste like a regular pumpkin pie?
Yeah, the filling is it's kind of creamier than like what I'm used to,
Yeah.
but I like it.
Maybe they use that pudding.
Yeah, maybe they did. It's good. Yeah, we're proud of Tasty Cakes here.
Yes, we
They're
are.
the best.
Tasty Cakes are my favorite, although they don't taste as good as they used to.
I know.
Yeah.
I know.
Still,
I never knew it was a Philly thing up until recently.
Oh, really?
I was going into Wawa and kept seeing them. I'm like, wow, they have almost every flavor. And I mentioned it to my boyfriend. He's like, yeah, it's a Philly thing. Like, come on. And I'm like, oh.
That's where I got this at Wawa. Tasty Cake.
Yeah.
Wawa Philly Tasty Cake. Actually, when I was in college, my freshman year down in Virginia, my dad sent me like a big Tasty Cake care package.
Oh my gosh, that's
The best.
amazing.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Love that.
Which that could be another, fall thing, is just the flavor. Like kidding is still big, so like why not like a fall kind of fall flavor kidding thing?
Yeah.
With food, with fuzzy socks, there's all kinds of things you could kind of go, but it could just be for getting ready for that season. The thing I'm looking forward to is what do they call it? I keep seeing memes where they talk about it being Han Solo season, because all the women wear those puffy vests and like their boots with their like leggings. So I'm looking forward to Han Solo season. I can't wait to start wearing my boots and
Guilty as charged.
Yeah, no, agreed. I'm ready.
I know.
Cold.
It's so funny because like I mean, for us, like the like the riding boot type esque shoes, like that's very traditional, like fall into winter for us here. But like in other areas of the country, it's not. So like I remember my cousin who's from elsewhere saw, and she's like, "Oh, those are like, oh, I've seen everybody in these boots." Like I'm like, "Girl, what?" Like everybody wears these with their leggings,
It's
and like
a staple.
it's just like a climate thing, but it's not everywhere. So it's kind of it's like a nice. I like that we have seasons here and we can dress for the seasons. I appreciate that.
Yeah, well, that's another good point too, is that you have to think about when you're doing these fall themes promotions, you have to think about not everybody in the country or wherever your clientele is. They're not all experiencing fall the way we are in the Northeast.
Yep.
So that is definitely something to take into consideration. Well, I just have one more thing. I don't even know how to count anymore. Terrible. So I was trying to find the pumpkin spice Oreos. I could not find them at my store, but these are Toffee Crunch.
Yum.
And so they say that they have Toffee Crunch flavor cream with artificially flavored sugar crystals, or no, artificially flavored with sugar crystals. I don't know if it's going to be actually crunchy or what, but it looks just like a regular Oreo with like a slightly orange cream. It's not it's not like a neon like fluorescent kind of fake looking cream. So I kind of like that. So how do you guys eat your Oreos? Do you just bite into them, or
I just pop them in?
Yeah.
I
Do the same thing.
I like to pull it apart and then.
Oh wow! Okay.
Does it smell good?
Yeah. Caramely. Nutty.
It is crunchy.
Okay.
Oh,
it does have that kind of like caramel nutty scent. When I opened the package earlier, it just kind of wafted throughout. So the cream is good. I guess I'll do the traditional like bite into it to see how it tastes with the chocolate. Yeah, I like it.
Good.
Yeah, they look really good.
Yeah, let's taste one. I'm not going to be able to save these because my family's going to eat them all.
I think toffee is a great fall flavor too. You know, like
Yeah.
we can talk about pumpkin, but like there's apple. You know, there's toffee, there's salted caramel.
Yeah, there's a lot. There's a lot of options.
Yeah. So yeah, there's definitely a lot of options, and I think even just like maybe picking from all of those options and giving that maybe in a kit would be nice. Like,
and it could be that another good point is maybe it could be something like before you send something out, you have a poll, right? Because people love to do polls, and then you could find out like what flavor they actually like. So you could say like, what is your favorite fall flavor? And give the options of apple, pumpkin pie, like all those different things you just mentioned. And depending on what they choose, that could possibly trigger a specific type of product that they're getting.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's great.
Which I'm always saying that. I'm always like this proponent of like, why don't you get some information first so that people are getting what they actually want? Which I think helps with it being something that is more memorable, more wanted, more sustainable because people will use it and keep it, and it wouldn't go to waste because it would be a flavor that they were, or a color that they appreciated.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, that's a great idea, especially since like so many people like hopping on polls.
Yeah.
And especially if you're bringing up like pumpkin spice, and how you mentioned there's like a great divide. You're either on this side or that side. You'll get a lot of engagement, a lot of people in those comments or in the polls answering them.
Whether it's like an emailed thing or if it's on social media. That's gonna kind of bridge that. And we're always trying to like merge the digital and the physical now, and that's one way that you could manage that.
Yeah. So my last thing is actually the pumpkin loaf from Starbucks. Give me a
Is
nice
that like a cake or just regular bread?
It's supposed to be just bread, but this is a nice
big
slice.
Wow.
It has like pumpkin seeds on top of it and everything.
Oh,
and
wow.
It smells really good. It's not a strong pumpkin flavor or scent, at least when I opened the bag, but yeah.
It's good.
I think I'm very biased though. Like, I think anything pumpkin spice flavored in front of me, I'm gonna love. But this is really good. I know it definitely tastes better toasted, nice and warm. But that just brings me to like my idea, not related to any flavors. I always think of like fall time as like comfy, cozy season, want to like cuddle up and just watch TV with my blankets and stuff like that. So I would say like I noticed that Sherpa, or just even like fake Sherpa, that like type of material a lot of people like, especially around fall time. So blankets, going back to the kidding, like maybe doing a blanket, even maybe like a fall scent. I have an oil diffuser on right now, which is peppermint, which isn't really related. But if I had a pumpkin spice one, I would have thrown that right on. So stuff like that, I think would be really cool. Just incorporating like, I think about like Sunday afternoons, football's on, everybody's watching football. I'm just trying to relax on the couch with my blanket and that kind of stuff.
But that's true too. Football season is also starting. So there's just so many things that happen in fall that kind of just lend themselves to your marketing or to different like product ideas that you might have.
Yeah, exactly.
And my final one, speaking of like white and pastel being fall colors, I found, I don't know if I'm going to like them, but these it's actually white pumpkin, see it, white pumpkin Reese's Pieces. It's like white chocolate. I'm not a huge fan of white chocolate, but
I hate it.
Really?
Yeah.
It's because it's not chocolate.
Yeah, it isn't chocolate. But
I think maybe if they like branded it as something other than chocolate, I wouldn't be so offended every time I see it, because it's just not chocolate.
It's messy. It's all soft. It actually, weirdly enough, doesn't taste much different from a regular Reese's. Like I'm not noticing any big difference.
Interesting. So is that just because the peanut butter is so kind of overwhelming in that flavor profile?
Yeah. I don't know that the chocolate on it is really like, now that I'm tasting it and thinking about a regular Reese's, it's not like rich milk chocolate with the peanut butter. It's kind of just like a chocolate coating. So this is the same.
Oh, Carrie has a great suggestion. Hot apple cider and flavored hot cocoa packets wrapped in a blanket. I love it.
Great idea.
I'm really into the hot chocolate bombs that became such a big thing.
Yep.
And I was at the store the other day and I saw they had like Halloween themed hot cocoa bombs that maybe it was like spooky, like marshmallows inside. So I think, like fun products like that have like that experiential kind of element to them, or like they have those the chocolate things that come with the little hammers and you crack them open.
Yeah, I like those.
They're really cool.
Yeah. So I think like there's ways you can make your food gift even more like fun. Or like like cookie decorating kits and things like that. I like that idea of it being something that you guys can do with your family or, by yourself. And it's not overwhelming because you're not having to make something from scratch, but you're still kind of putting your spin on it. And that, of course, makes it more memorable for the person, because everyone wants that experiential aspect of things.
Yep. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, have an experience is key.
Yeah, there's definitely a lot of things that, pop up around this time of year that I'm always excited for, sitting down, Sunday football, pumpkin picking, apple picking, all that kind of stuff. So I think even just making kits for those type of experiences, I think that will get you very far.
I like
Yeah,
it.
it's a
I
great
like
idea.
all of those ideas. The one other thing I wanted to mention was just, at the beginning we were talking about Starbucks, the kind of iconic pumpkin spice latte, but then you mentioned that Dunkin' got there earlier.
Yes.
So, I feel like the flavor has transcended it just being a Starbucks thing now. So like maybe they need to I don't know, take it back somehow. Or is it
Yeah.
possible? I don't know. Like, it used to be in the beginning, like pumpkin spice latte, PSL, it was a very like Starbucks oriented thing,
Yeah.
but now it's everywhere.
Now
So has that like diluted the brand of pumpkin spice? Or is there enough pumpkin spice for everyone?
I think there might be enough pumpkin spice for everyone, I think there is pumpkin spice almost like anything you can think about it. They threw it in.
Yeah.
Twinkies,
Cereal,
yeah,
desserts,
cereal,
bread,
all of it.
anything. Yeah. Coffee,
Yeah.
tea. Yeah. It's
I think
everywhere.
it's probably time to like discover new fall flavors.
Yeah, that's true. If like pastels are the new fall colors, what are the new fall flavors?
That's right.
Well, this was fun. It's always fun to taste test these foods. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and hopefully everyone is having a great fall so far. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Theresa Hegel with ASI Media. See ya.
Bye. Thank you.